Hogwarts 2 boycotting, allegedly. Let's read it. Gamerant, good source of information about games. If Hogwarts Legacy 2 wants to avoid the boycotts its predecessor faced, the sequel cannot take the same approach that the original did. Oh my god, and they got community noted. Oh, these people are so dumb. How are you allowed to stay in business? Important distinction on the first game's boycott is this is a niche boycott attempt. The headline of this article could lead people to thinking it was an effective boycott. The total sales for Hogwarts Legacy as of March of 2025 is estimated to be 35 million copies. Oh my god, look, it went viral. 1.3 million views and then 1,800 comments. Dude, I can't wait for the malt to come out. I gotta play it. I'm not ironically gonna play it on stream. I will. As long as it's not trash, because the first one was really fun in my opinion. Number 26 most sold game of all time. I would have pegged it in the top 50 for sure, because it was really, really popular. Everybody and their mom was playing it. I thought it was really fun. I was a baby VTuber when I started out, and I didn't want to play it because I was scared I was gonna get like fucking canceled even though I didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, like I was scared, and then the silver shit came out, people were harassing her, and I was like, oh my god. Oh no, my queen. Yeah, but I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna play it. Yep. I love playing it. Yeah, it was really fun. I don't know why people were so freaking just mad over nothing. All right, what is this? Oh, is there a link? Yeah, there is. Okay. So, this article came out in January of 2025. For years, the Harry Potter franchise has dominated pop culture. It sure has, man. It sure has. It's crazy, man. Yeah, man. I don't know. This is so dumb, man. They're trying to boycott. Is this the same boycott? Are we freaking retarded? Like, Hogwarts Legacy sold 35 million copies. It's probably more now because it's been, what, a couple of months since, oh god, it's been 6 months at least, since the statistic came out. It's the most sold, one of the most sold games of all time. And guess what, man? Dude, the sales... The largest portion of sales are thanks to your shitty boycott. Because it just raised awareness about the game in general. It wasn't the most effective marketing strategy ever, man. How actually deeply terminally online do you have to be to think that your boycott was successful? I'm gonna be honest, if I was like the dev for the next Hogwarts game, I would be praying for another boycott. like please go ahead. I freaking hate money. I hate paying my workers. Knock yourself out. I'm sure your totally unhinged behavior will resonate with everyone this time, and they definitely won't, like, you know, not care at all, or at worst buy the game just to spite you. Yeah, it's free ads, literally free ads. Everybody played it. I still haven't beat the game yet. I gotta sit down and do that. It's a fun little game. It was really, really fun. Is it really a boycott if it doesn't work? Well, I mean, technically it was a boycott. It just wasn't successful, which brings me to my point before I got ADHD'd out. For years, the Harry Potter franchise has dominated pop culture, with Hogwarts Legacy acting as the franchise's most popular video game adaptation. It's no wonder that controversy surrounding the franchise has sprung up at some point, as the first Harry Potter book was released almost 30 years ago. Nevertheless, it's disappointing that such a well-loved piece of pop culture has been sullied in the eyes of many Potterheads. Oh god. Despite new content for the franchise like Hogwarts Legacy continuing to release, unfortunately, Hogwarts Legacy was unable to unmuddy the name of the Harry Potter franchise. What? Where was I? God, stupid pop-up. While the game may have been met with a positive player and critic response, it was also the subject of boycotts upon release. Unsuccessful ones, but okay. Avalanche Software and Warner Brothers Games tried to placate fans within the game itself, but the developer's attempt was poorly received. Poorly received, but you still sold millions of copies, but okay. It goes without saying that that Avalanche Software and Warner Brothers Games cannot try to avoid controversy the same way Hogwarts Legacy did in the game's allegedly slated sequel. I don't think they're gonna try and avoid controversy, brother. I don't think they care. Companies don't care if they don't lose money. Their first game was one of the most massive gaming successes in history. It's one of the most popular games literally ever. It's crazy this entire article so far reads like they made a game about genocide. Like, the tone feels like it's a game literally about Hitler. It's just a Harry Potter game. People are gonna buy it and they don't care if you cry on Blue Cry about it, man. Wee, I'm gonna make a post on Blue Sky. Wee. Wee, I don't like this. Wee, I'm gonna go cry on Blue Cry. Wee. Widdly widdly wah. Creeping through the promotion and marketing for Hogwarts Legacy prior to release was the never-ending controversy surrounding J.K. Rowling's transphobic comments. Rowling's comments on the trans community in conjunction with the re-examination of portrayals of people of color in the Harry Potter books have essentially reduced the legacy of Harry Potter from a juggernaut in young adult fiction to a nostalgic but messy memory. The large majority of Rowling's comments were posted on X, with the catalyst of these views being publicly perceived when she liked a tweet in 2018 that described transgender women as men in dresses. Since then, she has constantly posted about the issue on X and has been publicly labeled a TERF, a trans exclusionary radical feminist. Knowing J.K. Rowling's controversial positions on the trans community specifically led Avalanche and Warner Brothers Games to include a minor transgender character in Hogwarts Legacy. Serona Ryan is the main bartender at the Three Broomsticks in Hogsmeade. The game establishes that she is fiercely loyal to Hogwarts and its students, and she stands up to Victor Rookwood in a key scene. Though it's always great to see more representation in any kind of media, Serona Ryan does not truly add much to Hogwarts Legacy's plot, other than being a minor NPC. As such, some have viewed the character's addition as a performative representation rather than a meaningful statement against Rowling. Oh, can't make him happy, man. Okay. J.K. Rowling's harmful statements toward the transgender community cannot be fixed by simply adding a transgender woman to her most popular work and main source of income. Candidly, there is nothing that Avalanche Software or Warner Brothers Games can do to avoid Rowling's controversial statements, as it's likely that she will never change her mind on the subject. But that doesn't mean the developer can't strive to improve the brand's trans representation in Hogwarts Legacy 2, likely with the intent of avoiding its predecessor's boycott that was due to Rowling's statements. I'm gonna try and explain this very slowly, so that hopefully you, the author of this article, can start to understand. Nobody cares. And the reason nobody cares is because what you created was not a boycott of Harry Potter. It was an organized harassment campaign that attempted to berate anyone, dox everyone, threaten them, and then ruin the lives of anyone who played the game or didn't support your retarded fucking boycott online. This is a VTuber stream, and there's a lot of VTuber fans in my stream. So everyone in this chat likely remembers what happened to Pikami. Everyone knows that she was relentlessly harassed until she graduated. Everyone also remembers what happened to Silvervale. She was bullied to tears on stream for playing the game. Her fucking retarded and thankfully deceased company V Shoujo told her she was a burden. The CEO got on her private call and said that she was causing trouble. And to this day, literally what, 2 to 3 years later, she is still called a Nazi in insane blue sky echo chambers for it. The ones that make lists and perpetuate them over and over again, thinking that it's gonna be true. Like, you lost all of your goodwill. Nobody's gonna support you. Nobody's gonna take your side because everyone knows you're not protesting. You're not boycotting. You're actually just like attempting to violently suppress and harass anyone that disagrees with you. This doesn't make you look good. It doesn't make you look like a victim. It doesn't make you look virtuous or sincere. It makes you look like a completely unhinged, terminally online psychopathic freak that needs padded cells and no internet access, man. It's so gross, the behavior, man. And let's just be honest, like, let's put this into perspective. People are generally afraid of the trans issue. People usually do not want to go anywhere near that topic because they know that the harassment that they receive for not having the correct opinion is job or career ending. But yet, despite that fear, Hogwarts Legacy is one of the best-selling games of all time. At least, in part, because your harassment campaign was so universally disagreed with by literally everyone with a brain. I would make the argument that at least in like some social circles, the harassment campaign was more viral than the game itself. Which caused people to then learn about the game and buy it, often despite you. I'm not saying it's a 10 out of 10 game. It had its flaws. I thought the story was kind of lackluster and the combat is pretty repetitive, but like the world was pretty and it was nice. It wasn't a 10 out of 10, but it was okay. Normies ate it up. Hogwarts Legacy will likely take the same approach as its predecessor. Transgender Potterheads still exist despite Rowling's statements, so the expansion of Serona Ryan as a character could be one way that Avalanche Software and Warner Brothers Games attempt to prevent a hypothetical boycott of Hogwarts Legacy 2. This expansion would have to be rather large and genuinely impact the story. Nothing's good enough, man. Rather than Serona Ryan's role from the previous game maintained, proving the character is not performative representation, but something more substantial. Right away, a few ideas spring to mind. Serona Ryan's role as the head proprietor of the Three Broomsticks could be beneficial to the plot if the bar serves as a key location in Hogwarts Legacy 2. Perhaps you could once again come to the defense of our patrons like the main students in the hypothetical sequel. If the game takes the mystery route, Serona Ryan could essentially act as an archetypal, trustworthy adult or mentor that mysteries led by teenagers tend to have. She could be a major quest giver and an ally on certain tasks, appearing regularly throughout the entire game. Another option would be to include a transgender student as one of the key protagonists or companions in Hogwarts Legacy 2. The statements made by J.K. Rowling over the last 7 years regarding the transgender community have unfortunately damaged a piece of media that was once widely loved. Damaged a piece of media that was once widely loved. 35 million copies is damaged, but okay. Though it ultimately comes down to fans deciding if they are willing to separate the art from the artist, and Avalanche cannot clean up Rowling's mess, the developer behind Hogwarts Legacy can't do more than insert a very minor trans character in its next game. Hopefully, characters like Serona Ryan can be featured more heavily in Hogwarts Legacy 2, alongside transgender students to bring a sense of comfort to trans Potterheads who decide to give the game a try. I think this author has brain damage. You literally said at the start, in the first paragraph or two, that putting a trans character into the game would not remedy the outrage, and then you wrap up the article saying the opposite. I'm gonna take a wild guess, just a wild stab in the dark, and say the developers don't actually give a single shit about what you think or what you want should be in the game. I don't think they're gonna try and appease you in any way. Because everyone knows that it doesn't matter, because you're gonna find a reason to be outraged regardless. Quality journalism? Yes! It's so stupid. I can't help but think to myself, like, how many times people are like, oh, well, if you did this, then we would stop fighting you and we would stop being so upset. And then, like, you do the thing that they want you to do, and then they're like, no, not like that. We want it differently. And then it becomes like shifting the goalposts every 5 seconds. I think in this day and age, most corporates are stepping away from the pandering and realizing it doesn't work. Yeah, and also Hogwarts Legacy was just a decent game. It had a big exploration aspect to it. It had fun combat. It was really easy to play. It just blows my ass apart that these people think that changing a key aspect in a story would matter to a game that's just about magic. It's so stupid. Yeah, you have to be on the box art. You have to interact with them constantly. Oh no, oh, it has to be done this way. Otherwise I'm gonna pee-pee poo-poo my pants. They're not gonna listen to you because they already made their bag. Do you realize how corpos work, man? It's so stupid. You can never rely on player-owned solutions, but they're great at finding out problems. You're allowed to listen to people. You're allowed to listen to your audience, but at the end of the day, if you've proven success the first time you released a game, they're not gonna change the formula to appease people when it doesn't do anything. It's so ridiculous. One of the most popular games of all time. I played this game. The way to a corporal's heart is in their bank account, not their fifis. They're not gonna change the game because you cried on Blue Cry. Sorry. It's not gonna happen. Yeah. I remember this too. You tried to cancel the game and bullied anyone who dared to stream it simply because you did not like the author. Chat, they made a website for any streamer. Like, they made a website that was coded to check if the streamer played the game and then put them on a list to boycott them and then spread it, to tell them to go and harass them. It's so pathetic. Instead, you turn into a #1 seller. Why should they give a frick about your boycotts? True. And then there's legendary drops. Yes, the famous boycott that made the game only sell, checks notes, 35 million copies, being the first game to beat Call of Duty in 15 years. Most inconsequential terminally online boycott in history. Boost. Family. Doxing site is retarded. It wasn't doxing, but they would just check if the streamer streamed the game, and then they would tell them to go harass them and tell them to stop playing it. You're not allowed to play it. That's what the boycott was about. They would go into people's streams and say, like, oh, you're a transphobe. You're playing this video game. You're a piece of shit. You should kill yourself. Now, boycott, Gamer Rant, the game that sold 12 million copies in the first 2 weeks, 34 million copies in total. The boycotters engaged in months-long harassment against various streamers and gamers for even expressing their interest to play the game. If I remember correctly, a lot of people didn't even stream the game because they got so much harassment for even announcing that they were going to play the game. Here's my question. The rumors are true about the sequel being a live service. Will people still play it? Probably. There's a lot of people who enjoy slop. I mean, people still play COD. I mean, it's coming out like, what, this week or something? They just played it off stream. I did. I was a little baby streamer when this happened. I think it started... Okay, hold on. Hogwarts Legacy release date. February 2023. I debuted my model in April and I wanted to play the game and I actually hesitated. Even though I was a little baby streamer, I had like, I don't know, 50 viewers. I didn't want to play it and make people upset and like have my, like, I didn't even start streaming yet. Like, I didn't have an audience. I was scared. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna ruin my life. I already saw what happened when I put the Russian tag in my fucking stream. I got harassed for that instantly, but like, it wasn't worth it, so I just left it alone. I played it off stream and I was like, this game is transphobic? Like, what? This is really fun. I finished the game. I got a lot of achievements done. Let me actually check. Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah. I played like 100 hours of it and I got a bunch of achievements and I thought it was really fun. And then I never played it again. It was not a boycott, it was a harassment campaign. Also, I'm pretty sure the devs don't need to make any radical changes. Just give the fans more Hogwarts Legacy. True and real! Chat, play whatever fucking game you want. If it's trash, don't play it. If it's fun, play it. Tell your friends about it. This controversy is still alive? Yes, because the sequel's coming out, I don't know, soon, I guess. They're assuming. Play only the games I like. No, you're not allowed! Yeah, play the game if you have fun. What if it's a trashy fun game? That's fine too. As long as you have fun, it doesn't matter.